Why is change so hard? And what habits can we establish to make change easier, both for ourselves, for our teams, and for the people in the communities that a financial brand might serve?
Yeah. So change is believed to be hard traditionally. And if we look at the way that we approach how we think we should be best at changing, because we do it wrong, it's very difficult to do. There are some really great books on habits from James Clear and Charles Duhigg that get into some of this. And I have some episodes on habits that gets into that as well. But understanding the cue that gets you to the next step of the reward that your brain is trying to get, understanding how habits actually work in the brain is important to be able to change them more appropriately. I do a lot of work with mindset as well, and knowing that you can't have as many goals. We all think that we've got 8,000 projects and we're multitasking and doing all of these things. And that's just a recipe for your brain to keep you stuck and constantly productively procrastinating, I like to call it, on busy work that's not actually doing much of anything. So if you just have one, two, no more than three goals of things that you're working on in your life and business that you're able to really be focusing on and working toward, and that keeps the message clear, it keeps you moving forward. The example that I want to share about change and how it can be easy when you work with the brain is a business that's called The Littery. And I interviewed them on the podcast as well. They are in Europe, and they are trying to tackle this problem of people that litter, which is everywhere. And it's a huge problem for communities and cities and everything. And if you were to say getting people to recycle properly and throw things away, it's a change that's difficult and possibly impossible to do and tackle. But what they have done is, understanding the way that the brain actually works, created a process of turning litter into lottery tickets. And then if you pick up garbage and properly sort it into these smart garbage cans, you get a lottery ticket, and that's created with the city to where you could win, €1 million from this piece of litter that you properly threw away. And they tested that in movie theaters, which are traditionally the grossest places of all time, and that no one ever picks up their garbage. And they had 100% compliance over an entire month across 4 different movie theaters of people throwing everything away and searching through their bags and running through the aisles to try and find as much garbage as possible to throw away. So when you work with the brain, change doesn't have to be difficult.